not end here. Not at all. And you. I'll see you soon. Very soon.
What the? Well, Barrelomancy still wins.
Sebille slides her hand in yours, makes your heart skip a beat with her particularly coquettish smile.
I've something I need to tell you. You earned it just by being you. You see, the thing is...
She scrapes her throat, hesitates, almost as if she's a bit nervous. There's a first.
I'm afraid you're going to accuse me of killing the mood, but... I need to talk to you about the Master. No, not anymore. Or so I hope. My dear, sweet Fame, I've grown to trust you more than I've trusted anyone since I've had names on my skin. Wasn't easy, I know. Come, sit down with me for a moment.
You both sit down, cross-legged, knees to knees, hand in hand. Suddenly, a melody. Sebille sings a song, haunting in its simplicity. She uses no words, sounds rather. It's beautiful, yet somehow menacing.
This is my Scar song. It's all the Master needs to make me his slave once more, unless your voice opposes his. I will soon confront him, with you by my side. My life and my liberty I place in these soft, strong hands of yours. Will you sing? Good answer.
Her cat's eyes close as she bends forward to hug you. You embrace. It's sweet and wonderful. You wish it could last forever.
My word.
You both get up and smile to one another warmly. When you hear a sound in the distance and turn to look, Sebille pats you affectionately on the bottom.
Adventure calls, but I say we do this again sometime.
You suddenly hear something in the distance, a strange but familiar tune. Sebille freezes. You recognize it as her Scar song. The Master is near.
A moment years in the making. Soon I will have my vengeance.
She gives you a quick hug.
Sing the song when I signal you, and wish me good luck.
One step, then another, ever closer. You can tell from her bearing, Sebille has never been so ready to kill, so on the brink of impending action. She's like a cat, all concentrated muscle, that split second before it pounces. Another step, ever closer. The moment has finally come. She's found the Master. The eyes of predators meet.
Sebille?
He snaps his fingers, and she involuntarily snaps to attention.
Here you go, breaking my heart.
That's the plan, Master mine.
He sighs, sadly.
I don't begrudge you your freedom, Sebille. Your escape relieved me of having to witness your death by your own hand. The inevitable last command. I would have watched you, like I have all this time, glad to see you live, sometimes even laugh. I'm very fond of you, you know.
The feeling's not quite mutual.
Not yet.
Another snap, different fingers, different sound. She looks to the ground. She's bowing before him.
Utter control. The tool of a tyrant, you think? But you're mistaken. Let me indulge you with an explanation. Everything I do for a much greater good. The supreme example of this is you, Sebille. She's the prime scion. It had to be her. The other scions knew and welcomed her. They sought out their own killer. It was all so very elegant. What I did had to be done, Sebille. And I had to be the orchestrator, for I am the House of Shadows. I am the Fate Weaver. I am the hand that guides a blind world.
Sebille slowly draws her needle.
Time to get to the point.
My, you still have the needle I gave you. How very gratifying. A fine instrument, is it not? Precise, exact. Just like me. Just like you. You should know that I forced you to shed the blood of scions because rather than a killer, it transformed you into a savior of untold millions. Here's the final truth, Sebille. The true evil here is not me. It's you. The Mother Tree and her scions do not seek to carve out their own part of peace in this world. They seek to carve out the whole wide world for themselves. They want their roots to conquer every last inch of Rivellon. World domination. The prevalence of one race over all others. That is what they desire. That is what I counteract.
Finally figured that out, did you?
But there is merit to my madness. Can you say the same of your mania? I don't begrudge you your freedom, Sebille, but you came looking for me driven by no more than ordinary bloodlust. All you see is red. You've lost sight of all reason. You know how the scar works. You know I have but to sing a single tune. You've no hope whatsoever of defeating your master.
He sings. The scar song swells, 1,000 tiny needles in Sebille's soul, chipping away at her will. She looks at you with hope and defiance, gives the signal. You must sing the song. Your voice harmonizes with the master's. Stunned, he hesitates, and yours becomes the dominant melody. Sebille is free from his influence.
Dear me, you're a miracle worker. I'll take it from here.
The patient cat finally pounces. She strikes, precisely, exactly. Her needle pierces his neck, spears his vocal cords, filling his throat with blood. Checkmated and muted, he staggers back, all a feared fury. This is it. It's time to kill the master.
How may I help you? It feels magnificent, if somewhat unreal. But first things first.
You look on as Sebille bears her arm and drags her needle across the word master, like a knife, drowning the black ink in blood. With a few ripples of sauce, the wound closes, leaving behind but new scar tissue that effaces all trace of the hated word that was.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
She laughs. Her cat eyes dance with mirth.
Now, it's over.
She hugs you back warmly. Next, she takes your hand in hers, meets your eyes in earnest.
I just can't thank you enough. I could never have defeated the Master without you. I owe you everything. But I do, and I won't forget. I am free now.
She places a hand over the fresh scar on her arm.
I've known the opposite too long to want to spend another day hollow with hate, another night hollow with loneliness. I know I needn't be, if you show me a little love.
You kiss her on the cheek, and she laughs, full of life.
Oh, honey, you should be. It was a trust not lightly given, I assure you. The mere recollection of this tune, it haunts me. Sometimes, in dreams, I hear it whistled, and I fear it's real. I fear I'll never wake up again because it holds me enthralled in the night. And when I think of what it made me do, it's enough to make me want to flay whoever sings it.
She pats your shoulder awkwardly.
But darling, no need to tense up so. I'd never do that to you. Well, not unless you'd attempt to sing the song before we meet the Master. But you're far too smart for any such shenanigans, aren't you? Of course you are. Now then, on a more serious note, how about a hug? Come here.
An embrace, a sweet, stolen moment.
See? I told you we should do this again sometime. And I remember saying I'd probably... Then again... What so? No, hang on.
She retrieves a small flask from her. Tears stream.
They're tears of joy, I assure you. Here.
You drink. It burns.
Not bad, is it? Now then, there was, of course... It began when I woke in the dark room. He removed my blindfold, and still I did not see. Stingtail. How he came to regret the Master bid the dream a dream, and so he did. He trembled, as if in pain. I screamed as he traced the design of the scar into my searing flesh, and all the while the Master looked on in darkest silence. Like I said before, so young, strong, smart. You know I don't exactly lack in qualities. Didn't take him long to train me. It shakes me little now, all too little. But that first time, that I had now lived in the dark for what might as well have been years. I was in a wood, but the trees there were no stars that night. She sat. My stabs weren't as mercifully exact as they should have been. I had to bring... When it was done, I crawled back to the Master. Broken, crept back into the box, and through its cold black... You understand me completely. With the needle, I killed him, and the bastard is a master no longer.